first half yan ang ating Top Power Hustle Board. Brought to you by Top Power Energy Drink, Top Power Energy. While we enter the action here in the third quarter, and it's basketball possession para sa panig ng Magnolia Beverage Masters, who has Mark Pingris, also Rasola, Daniel Defonso, Amal Macaskill, and Dondon Ontiveros. But Brandon Dean is inside. We started this ball game para sa Coca-Cola Tigers, defending laban dito kay Wilson Rosella, who could not make a basket from long distance. Brandon Dean has, of course, si Jason Dixon, Nick Velasco, Alex Cabagnot, and Mark Macapagal. But mind you, we were already talking about Brandon Dean, who has not made any attempt. He's still 0 in the ball game. He only played 10 minutes. Not see action in the second quarter for the Tigers. Mark Macapagal, drop pass to Nick Velasco.
Well, big gamble on the part of Magnolia. Nag-double team sila against Jason Dixon to be able to help out Macaskill that time, no? So you're seeing a different kind of defensive alignment here for Magnolia. They're playing with a zone, yet they are double teaming the man at the post. So they veer away from the zone sometimes. Oh, that's a foul.
Jason Dixon.
Jason Dixon will pick up only his first foul. And that will send Amal Macaskill to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, he does a very good job of sealing. Macaskill, 6'11" player, up against Jason Dixon, who's probably about, 6'8". So big height advantage for Macaskill. Once inside the shaded area close to the basket, nobody can stop him. You just have to foul him if you don't want him to get the shot.
Magnolia is 4-1 upon acquiring Macaskill here in this Fiesta Conference. He splits his charities to lead Coca-Cola by 6, 48-42. Brandon Dean, his first attempt, and it's in, and it's a DM press. How do you like that?
Well, that time they set him up. That was clearly a play. He set a low pick, and then he moved outside to get the ball. And, you know, that should raise some eyebrows. Why he didn't play at all in the second quarter. Oh, look at that. Block shot inside.
Jason Dixon on Mark Pingris. 51-42 here. And what is this? Mark Macapagal too close for comfort. It will be called for the foul. Yes. Pangalawa yan, laban dito kay Mark Macapagal.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
So Pingris will be inbounding. Ito Danny I. Danny Siegel kanina, prior to the start of this ball game, we heard that he might play, pero he has not seen action in this ball game so far, Kinito.
That's true, Danny Siegel, missing ingredient here sa offensa ng Magnolia. And here's Dean going for another three-pointer, hindi na pumasok.
Oh. Also Rosella outside the Dondon Ontiveros. Yes! The impress! Oh, he's the guy with a hot hand. Even in the first half, he's got 11 right now in the ball game. 51-45. Jason Dixon. Naipit ng dalawa. Bigay kay ngayon. Nick Velasco is trying to work his way. Laban dito kay Danny I. Na double team. Falls away. Ayaw. Chance para sa Magnolia to cut down the 6-point lead. Rosella. Bumped by Brandon Dean. Nope. And it's still basketball para sa Magnolia. And Brandon Dean will be called for his first personal. That's already team foul number 3 laban sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Malinis pa ang Magnolia. Plenty of time here in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 18. Macaskill missing with a jumper. Mark Macapagal left open. DM press. Mortal sin to leave Mark Macapagal open.
At totoo yan. Actually, a lot of the gunners of Coca-Cola, no, because they rely on outside shooting so much.
Brandon Dean. No choice. Si Olson Rosella kundi foul in ito si Brandon Dean.
Napapansin natin dito, no, that you see signs of aggressiveness on the part of Brandon Dean.
Ayun, ayaw na nga mamasa eh. Pag hawak ng bola, tira eh.
Oo.
We'll see, no? Pumasok kanina, meron siya 3-pointer. That's so far his contribution in points in this ball game. Good defense on the part of Magnolia. Alex Cabagnot fouling Dondon Ontiveros before he could do a getaway move. Now the referees are talking. So it's just going to be an ordinary foul here called laban kay Alex Cabagnot. So it's just a sideline throw in para sa Magnolia.
That is a second personal for team foul on the Tigers.
I think the consultation was whether that was a breakaway foul or not.
Yes, oo.
Pero there was no clear path to the basket.
Ingris bounce pass to McCaskill. McCaskill against Dixon. McCaskill dinidikdik si Dixon. Aangat, hindi pumasok. He gets the ball back, pero he lost it at the end line. Sayang na pagkakataon. So Jason Dixon is holding his ground laban dito kay Amal McCaskill. Nanggigigil tuloy ito si McCaskill. Bean shoots from the outside, gets another bucket, press.
That's 3 3-pointers now for Coca-Cola here in this quarter. And they've opened up a 12-point lead just from sheer outside shooting.
He had 3 assists back in the first quarter when he played. He comes back here in the third quarter at meron siyang dalawang 3-pointers.
Well, I'm sure napag-aralan din ni Coach Pinky Fabis kung anong klaseng depensa pinapakita ng Magnolia. They're playing good interior defense. Pinapabayaan ng Magnolia for Coca-Cola to take shots from the outside.
Brandon Dean showing the stuff he's made of. He can also shoot. He's got 2 3-pointers. Coca-Cola up 57-45. Welcome back to very exciting rookie Ron J. Brenafe para sa ating Buhay Coke Shot brought to you by Coca-Cola. Lahat ng shots magaganda at walang katulad. Kaya ang Buhay Coke, buksan mo. And truly Ron J. Brenafe and the rest of the pack ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Binubuksan nila ang pagkakataon na kung sakasakali tatablahin nila ang serye na ito. And force a rubber match on Friday to be the only lone game in the PBA quarterfinals. We take a look at Dondon Ontiveros trying to get near the basket. Sumundot sa likuran itong si Cabagnot. At matatawagan siya ng kanyang pangatlong personal foul.
Now the kind of defense that Coca-Cola has been playing is now not paying off because nasa penalty na sila. And there's a lot of time left in this quarter. 7:44 to go. Penalty situation against Coke. At ang Magnolia has only 1 team foul.
Kanina yung pinakamalaking lamang na itala ng Coca-Cola Tigers laban sa Magnolia, 12 points. Right now, binabawasan yan. Ito si Dondon Ontiveros. And he makes good those 2 free throws. Cut down the lead to only 10, 57-47 with 7:40 remaining the deciding third quarter. Muli po, Benji Santiago at Kenito Henson, Dominic Roy, Ichi Sabirin. Nandito kami sa Inares Center sa Antipolo. And Jason Dixon. Now double team, kicks it out to Nick Velasco. They got 7 on their shot clock. And shot is in for Nick Velasco. It's a long 2. He's got 11 in the ball game.
Good recognition on the part of Coca-Cola. Fingers is the man double teaming at the post. And his man is Nick Velasco. He's left wide open. Only a small man, Racela, rotating against a much bigger Velasco.
Velasco at 17 back in game 1. Right now, McCaskill taking it strong to the basket. At meron na siya 13 puntos. Itong import na Magnolia Beverage Masters. 10-point lead for the Tigers here. They go to Jason Dixon, finding Asi Taulava in the shaded area, and Asi Taulava will score.
Now, kanina, you saw Coca-Cola going to the outside shot, but now they're going inside. They're using their power offense now to get points across the board.
Slowly but surely, the key players itong Coca-Cola Tigers are registering double figures already. Oh! Daniel Defonso, they needed that one. Diatres, big basket, only his 5th point in the ball game. Alex Cabagnot going to Nick Velasco. Ito si Brandon Dean. They go to Asi Taulava. Asi has 10 points in the game. Jason Dixon, no problem with that medium range jumper. 10 in the ball game para kay Jason Dixon. So still balance scoring pa rin.
Yes, and Benji, nakikita natin nagpapasahan yung mga big men ng Coca-Cola sa loob, no? And they're taking advantage of their height.
that's the result why they have an 11-point lead right now. Now, Danny Ildefonso made a connection earlier, pero not that time around. One shot at a time na nakikita natin for Magnolia here in the third period. You see a couple of sequences here. Asi Taulava.
Well, they call the offensive foul warding off.
Offensive foul on number 88, Asi Dalawang.
That's foul number 2 on Asi Taulava. Although, in complete disagreement, si Coach Pinky Favis.
And the entire coaching staff, if I might add. Oh, Coca-Cola.
Aris Di Mauna, ibinilik rito ni Coach Pinky on the floor. 63-52 lamang pa rin ang Coca-Cola Tigers. And a foul away from the basketball. Parang yun ang signal ng re-entry. Ito si Aris Di Mauna. To commit a foul. Laban kay Wilson Rosella, and that's foul number 2 on
I'm
him.
sure Coach Vicky Favis didn't agree with that kind of defense because you stop the clock, you put Magnolia on the line, they get a chance to score free throws and cut this lead down to less than double digits.
Kanina pa nga, nasa penalty. Etong panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Now that's a situation that Magnolia could exploit here in the third quarter.
That's right, and we did say, before this game, an important factor for Coca-Cola is to limit free throws given. But in this quarter, they're giving up a lot of free throws and giving Magnolia the opening to come back.
Number 2 para kay Olsen Rosella. To make this just a single-digit lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers, 63-54. Pero sila ang may execute ng offense here. They got a Brandon Dean. Brandon Dean talking to Aris Di Maunahan. Di Maunahan. Naghahanap ng cutters. No cutters. Goes for the cross-court pass to Brandon Dean. Brandon Dean. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Fires from 3-point area. Hindi pumasok. Battle for the rebound. McCaskill winning out. Another chance for Magnolia. Ontiveros fouled by Brandon Dean. A hard foul. Down on the floor he goes. Ito si Dondon Ontiveros. His second personal. Nasa penalty na. And once again, free throws na naman for Magnolia.
Well, that was a frustration foul on the part of Dean. He just missed the 3-point shot. But, he has to have his court vision together. And he now has to be replaced. He scored 2 3-point baskets, but gave up that foul that gives Magnolia another chance to score points.
And pumasok yung dalawang free throws si Dondon Ontiveros. From a high of 12, it's down to 7 na lamang itong lamang ng Coca-Cola. Asi Taulava going to Ron J. Buenafe. Forced to call a timeout here. It's going to be a full timeout ay tatawag ni Coach Pinky. With 4:46 to play here in the third quarter, Coca-Cola led by as much as 12. Now it's just down to 7. Magnolia somehow trying to make a big comeback here in the third period. All right, 4 minutes and 46 to play at ang ating top players. Ito naman league leaders natin when it comes to points. And just see Steve Thomas sa rebounds, Chris Alexander, Helterbrand in assists, Ryan Reyes in steals, and Chris Alexander once again in shot blocks. Top players brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink. Top Power Energy. 63-56 lead here para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. They led by as much as 12 here in the third quarter. Pero they're already in the penalty. And the free throws, ayun ang tumutulong para rito sa Magnolia para dumikit muli. Ayun na, halos ayaw mag-iwanan itong dalawang teams na ito. Mark Dolan block. Dondon Ontiveros streaking down the hardcourt. Tumigil, binigay kay Olsen Rosella. Pinalik kay Dondon, who fires away from long distance. Ayaw, McCaskill for the rebound. Bignis could not hold on to the leather. Nauna yung reklamo, could not get back on defense. Tuloy ang aksyon. Aris Di Maunahan. Di Maunahan, sumusubok ng diskarte, but a foul is going to be called laban kay Asi Taulava, the moving pick. Apologizes to the referee, but he's just so frustrated about himself making that foul.
Well, kanina Magnolia had a chance to score in transition, but in transition defense ng Coca-Cola, preventing an opportunity for the Beverage Masters to score. Rosera being given a lot of playing time here in place of Mike Cortez.
Ito, almost a completed steal here. Ron J. Buenafe, but there's a foul laban kay Dondon Ontiveros.
Those were foul on number 7, Dondon Ontiveros.
And that's number 2 on Dondon Ontiveros. Just the second team foul nito Magnolia. Tapos na sa penalty na nga po itong panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Now Mike Cortez is back in the ball game para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters. Mike Telan lobs a pass inside to Asita Ulava. Point blank range, wala. Mike Telan trying to get the rebound, pero ball in the hands of Mike Cortez. Cortez, ball fake. Umangat! Palpal naman ang inabot kay Asita Ulava, but Magnolia still has the leather. Daniel off the glass and it's in! 7 points in the ball game para kay Danny Ildefonso.
Consecutive baskets being scored here now by Magnolia. You see a little bit of rhythm now sa transition attack ng Magnolia.
Bumaba sa 5 na lamang. At hindi na rin naakyat yan after that miss ni Ron J. Buenafe, although nasa kanila bola. Aris Di maunahan. Shoots one from the outside. Rings the bell. DM3. 5 in the ball game para kay Aris Di maunahan. Medyo kanina natatahimik na sila. And he breaks the silence with that 3-pointer. Angat sa 8 lamang ng Coca-Cola. Amal Macaskill, laban kay Asita Ulava. Bangan and Amal Macaskill stretching for that left-handed lay-in. 15 in the ball game.
That's tough to stop. Now, Jason Dixon is not on the floor. So Macaskill is going to go strong to the hole, realizing that Asita Ulava is his defender. Not only that, Coca-Cola is in the penalty.
Mark Telanes pass, telegraph on Piveros. Changing directions. Oh! Nadong si Danny Ildefonso.
That's happening. Dodo Rivers. Buti na lang daw dyan ka, kakampi. This is a big rally now being staged by Magnolia. We talked about having a little more rhythm sa kanilang transition attack. That time there was transition in Magnolia's attack.
Nick Velasco, laban kay Mingles. Di maunahan. Back to Nick Velasco. 5-second shot clock here. Ron J. Buenafe with a fall away. Yes!
A big shot. Boy, he's a clutch player.
7 in the ball game para kay Ron J. Buenafe. Yes, he is just a rookie, but he plays big-time basketball.
So much talent in that young kid.
68-62. Animan lamang ng Coca-Cola. Macaskill. Outside of Mike Cortez. Repost move here. For Macaskill. Laban kay Asita Ulava. Pagpiit. Naroon si Danny Ildefonso for the layup. 11 in the ball game for Danny I.
That's a mark of a veteran, an NBA veteran. Macaskill knew that he had no chance bodying up against Taulava, so he went for the pass.
He's not a 2-time MVP for nothing. Danny Ildefonso with 11 points. Dabang laman sa 4 na lamang. Let's see, from the outside, Aris Di maunahan. Nope, he gets the ball back. That's the reverse. Walang takot na galaw.
What a shot. Ildefonso took away his concentration from the play, and he paid dearly for it.
Well, ito naman si Ildefonso.
And there's the foul, penalty, free throws coming up.
Mike Telan ang tinawagan with that foul.
At sinasabi ni Mike Telan, he was just using his body and not his hands to stop Ildefonso. Called for the foul.
So Lordy Tugabe, he finds himself struggling in this ball game after waxing hot with 20 points in game 1, 10 in the fourth quarter.
Well, new player on the floor for Magnolia, si Wesley Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hindi naglaro ng first half, is now in the game. So fresh legs with 49 seconds to go sa ating third period.
So no problema with those 2 free throws. Ito si Danny Ildefonso. 4 ang lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They led by as much as 12. Mark Telan. Outside of Aris Di maunahan.
That's an offensive foul again and moving pick. That's about that's the third or fourth moving pick violation by Coca-Cola.
And that's the 4th foul on Mike Telan.
Turnovers hurting the Tigers. They've got 14 turnovers now. giving Magnolia another possession. Pwede mag 2 for 1 dito ang Magnolia. If they can speed up this play, they might be able to get the ball back for the last play.
Mike Cortez, difficult shot. Aris di maunahan.
Wisely slowing it down because they have the lead.
3 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock here. Cesar Catley finding space for this shot pero hindi pumasok. Pwede pa? Pwede pa yan. Wesley Gonzalez going all the way. Hand off. Ball in. Or rather, McCaskill gets the basket. 1.7 remaining. Babalik pa ang bola para sa panig ng Magnolia. Good hustle play on the part of Mike Cortez.
That's right. Deflection on the part of Cortez gives Magnolia another possession. Catch and shoot.
Here we go. Nope. Nevertheless, here in Game 2 of the quarterfinals between these two teams, playoffs picture natin, makikita natin rito Coca-Cola of course trying to survive this game dahil nakauna na nga in this series. Ito panig na Magnolia Beverage Masters. Now sa semi-Air 21, nag-aabang ng kalaban. Of course, Air Bull, Red Bull, and Barangay Ginebra all set na para sa kanilang best of 7 semis. In the meantime, a foul laban kay Dorian Peña. What a big comeback para sa Magnolia Beverage Masters in the third quarter. Kinito down by as much as 12. And Daniel Defonso waxed hot at 11 in the third period. Look at this, 70-68.
Well, nag-capitalize sa Magnolia sa penalty situation against Coca-Cola. They scored 9 out of 10 free throws in the third period. And Coca-Cola did not go to the free throw line at all in those 12 minutes.
Cecil Catley committing his second personal foul. Mike Cortez, pagbalik ni Mike Cortez, nung pumalik siya kay Olson Rosella, a lot of great things have happened para rin sa Magnolia.
He's getting the ball moving. And also sumigla ang takbo ng Magnolia sa kanilang opensa.
Lordy Tugade nawala sa picture yung bantay. Patay! It's a 3-3.
And don't look now, Magnolia is now in the lead.
71-70. Magnolia has never tasted the lead in this ball game. Dominic?
Well, Benji, itong Coca-Cola Tigers, alam nila they're playing against a very talented Magnolia Beverage Master squad. Parang ang all-star lineup. Pero sabi ni Coach Binky Favis, we need to toughen up on defense. Ganyan lang tayo mananalo. Let's not worry about fouling them. Sabi niya, last game, we were a step too slow. Ngayon, kailangan natin manalo. He reminded his boys that their backs are against the wall. Benji?
Totoo yan. And right now, they're behind in this ball game.
Now, Jason Dixon, nabibigyan ng bola rito. He has been very quiet sa ating second half, scoring only 2 points, 2 out of 10, 2 out of his 10 total points coming in the second half. Dorian Peña facing up against Jason Dixon to allow McCaskill some breathing space on defense.
Donjay Buenafe lost the leather. Wesley Gonzalez. Nawala yung bola. Had the intention of still tapping the ball in the basket. Baka nga naman
Or keeping it alive at least.
Nick Velasco can't shoot the three. Ito si Mark Macapagal. Will he shoot one over Lordy Tugade? Pero nandun sa poste. Jason Dixon with a turnaround jumper. Ito nga, tahimik pa rin ito si Jason Dixon. Mike Cortez outside to Lordy Tugade! Good! Pero nandun, bola pa rin. Wesley Gonzalez! Utilized only here in the second half. Look at that! He gets the offensive rebound and he gets his first basket to give Magnolia a 3-point lead. Hugot na nga dating nito Parang kay Coach Shot ang kinsen.
Malaki yun, partner. You take a look at this missed 3-point shot by Lordy. And from out of nowhere, Wesley. The Wild Wild Wesley.
We go into a timeout with Magnolia 73, Coca-Cola 70. Welcome back. Magnolia Beverage Masters up by 3, 73-70. Magnolia, the San Miguel franchise, has never lost a best-of-3 affair game, especially if they win Game 1. So you can see the advantage that they have leading this ball game right now. Brandon Dean erased by McCaskill. And the Dean says,
well, ito yung sinasabi natin about limit free throws given. What about what happened in the third period? 9 out of 10 free throws given up by Coca-Cola for Magnolia, at ang Coca-Cola didn't even get to the line at all in the third period. Now si Brandon Dean. 5'11" si Brandon Dean up against 6'11" si Amal McCaskill.
in the meantime, Lodi Tugade, ball stolen from him by Brandon Dean. 2-on-1 here, Brandon Dean to Alex Cabagnot. Basket here, 73-72. After a long while, Coca-Cola scoring here, just down by 1, 9 minutes and a half. Plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Muli po Benji Santiago with Kinito Henson. Sama natin Dominic Uy, Peaches Abirin, Lodi Tugade, finding his range back in the third period. Wesley Gonzalez at the final save the third quarter. Fouled right now by Nick Velasco, and he will be shooting 2 free throws.
That is his third personal, second team out.
Coca-Cola, the last time they won a best of 3 after losing game 1 was back in the 2003 reinforced conference quarterfinals laban sa Red Bull. And what happened then? They went on to win the championship. Well, everything has changed right now. But of course, this is still anybody's ball game. Wesley Gonzalez.
Yan ang hugot, no? Parkinson. And Wesley Gonzalez didn't play at all in the first half. But I think it's important that if you're a player, whether you're a bench player, a third unit player or whatever, you have to be ready. Whenever the coach calls you to play, you've got to be able to put up and put out.
And they know the importance of this ball game. We're already here in the quarterfinals. Just a short series. They could finish this series tonight. Pero may offensive foul na itinawag laban sa Magnolia.
That is his fifth personal.
At si Dorian Peña tinawagan ng kanyang panlima. So with 9:04 remaining, ball goes back para sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They're down by 2. Brandon Dean, they go to Jason Dixon, who has been quiet for quite a while, especially here in the second half. Wesley Gonzalez has it. Michael Bess driving, getting the basket. What a move!
Absolutely no respect for the interior defense and coach. Now you see the Tigers here looking to orchestrate a play. Very little movement sa kanilang offense, and they're not running picks and rolls.
Jason Dixon traveling.
Good call. Amal McCaskill standing his ground defensively against Dixon. Dixon completely out of sync now. Only 2 points in the entire second half.
And 10 in the entire ball game so far. Michael Bess now from long distance. Nope. Velasco collards the rebound here para sa Coca-Cola. 4-point lead for Magnolia Beverage Masters. The entire first half, they never tasted the lead. Jason Dixon sa ilalim. Oh, hirapan. Paduguan pero pumasok.
Jason Dixon.
That's a good power move, putting the ball on the floor and finding the opening.
Number 52, Amal McCaskill.
And McCaskill picks up foul number 4 for this power move to Jason Dixon.
That's right. That's the only way that Dixon can score against McCaskill. He puts the ball on the floor, makes a move, and leaves him behind, or at least a half a step behind. Kasi kung harap-harapan, partner, there's no way that he can score over a much taller McCaskill.
And he was unable to score the bonus free throw. Kaya nananatili, dalawa pa rin itong lamang na Magnolia. Getaway move here to Lodi Tugade. Biglang nakawala sa bantay.
A nice pick set up there for Lodi Tugade. He's happy about that.
Asi picks up the personal foul. Look at this once again.
The pass and the pick. And The rotation was very, very slow to pick up. Lordy Tugade is sliding in.
Slowly but surely, he's picking up on his ball game. Ito si Lordy Tugade, only had 4 back in the first half.
Well, you see that his teammates are setting him up, and that's the key to getting your offense back on track.
Ngayon, meron siyang 10 puntos. Well, he scored 10 points in the fourth quarter back in game 1. Brandon Dean. Nabagnot. 5-second shot clock here. Nick Velasco from the corner. Oh! Hindi naman, gilid ng board. The problem is, hindi tumama sa ring yun. So shot clock continues to wind down. Naubos, shot clock violation pa laban sa Coca-Cola Tigers.
Well, yung sinasabi natin about Brandon Dean, that he needs to be more aggressive in going strong to the basket. We have not seen any penetration at all from Brandon Dean, except one time when he was blocked by McCaskill. He now goes back to the bench. That time with 6 seconds to go, he had the ball and he opted to pass. So nawala na yung confidence sa opensa as far as Brandon Dean is concerned.
In the meantime, Mike Cortez trying to shake off his defenders. Kung sino-sino na bumabantay rito kay Mike Cortez. Grabe, hindi mahula kung saan siya pupunta eh. But somehow, eto.
That's last touch, Mike Cortez. So nakakuha ng turnover ang Coca-Cola.
A little while there, Mike Cortez, eh, parang nalilito niya yung kanyang mga defenders. Anyway, Coca-Cola. Sa kanilang opensa ngayon, they're just down by 5 here. Mark Makapagal. They go to Jason Dixon. Jason Dixon, pagpihit. Putata, may foul. Makaskill? No, si Dorian Peña.
And that could
will
be
be it. Para kay Dorian Peña.
That's right. 6 fouls on Dorian Peña. Eh dapat po hindi na tumulong si Peña. I thought McCaskill had the situation under control.
Who knows, but this guy who had 11 points in the third quarter, that paved the way for him to get back on the floor para sa Magnolia. Of course, we're talking about Danny Ildefonso.
Unsung hero here in this rally by Magnolia. Si Wesley Gonzalez is now being pulled out.
And the cool cat Mike Cortez para sa ating fearless move of the game, brought to you by No Fear Underwear. Got the balls for it? Oh yes, slicing the defense ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Mike Cortez.
Now with Dorian Peña out of the game, Coach Shotang Vincent has to gamble on Mark Pingris and sit down Lordy Tugade to make room also for Don Ontiveros checking in for Wesley Gonzalez. So those are key additions. Tugade has been their big scorer the last few possessions. He now has to sit down.
Offensive foul na itawag kay Mark Pingris, so they lost an opportunity to score here, although they're leading just by 3.
And Pingris acknowledging he was guilty of that foul. So another opportunity for Coca-Cola to come back. And again, si Coach Pinky Fabi is pulling out both his imports and going all Filipino. This is a very crucial stage in the game.
Big risk.
Oh, you can see that Coach Pinky has a lot of confidence in his locals.
That's confidence for you. Alex Cabagnot with a deep press to tie the count at 79 all. Our 8th deadlock of the ball game. We're here in the fourth quarter with only 6 minutes to play. As we go into a timeout, this is game 2 of the quarterfinals between these two teams. Tabla! Welcome back. Score tied at 79 all, and Van Heusen is the shirt of choice for the power dressers. Van Heusen dresses up the modern man endowed with distinction and a clear-cut sense of style. Van Heusen, best dress shirt. Kani-kanina lamang, Alex Cabagnot tie the count. 79 all, Alex Cabagnot has 11. Makaskill. Akubang the Ontiveros. Nope. And Cabagnot takes care of the rebound. He brings it down para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Magnolia already in the penalty. Coca-Cola 3 team fouls here in the fourth. But Magnolia is leading the series. Alex Cabagnot firing away another TM press. 14 in the ball game. Back with the lead. Coca-Cola Tigers 82-79.
And how important is outside shooting for Coca-Cola? Back-to-back 3-pointers for Alex Cabagnot. And here's a turnover against Magnolia.
Coca-Cola Tigers with Alex Camagnot shooting his second TM3. Natin sa inyo na bagong TM diskarte, 30 pesos lang, may bagong diskarte ka na. And he is actually making things better here para sa Coca-Cola Tigers to consider their imports but sitting on the bench. Jason Dixon and Brandon Dean. Well, nandito po kami sa Inara Center sa Antipolo City. Benji Santiago, Kinito Henson, Dominic Roy, Peaches Aberin. Dito sa Inara Center, ang Coca-Cola is 2-0 in this conference. 0-2 naman in this conference ang Magnolia. So let's see, this is Coca-Cola leading by 3, 82-79. But that's what we have told you. Magnolia is leading in this series, 1-0. Best of 3. They go inside to Asi Taulava. Out to Nick Velasco, who fires from long distance. Boop. Battle for the rebound. Asi Taulava getting it back. Goes with a shot. Wala. Telan. Pingris. Battling it out for the rebound.
Two rebounding forwards, Telan at saka si Mark Pingris having a go at it. Si Pingris ang bumaksak doon. Hard fall. Jump ball ang tawag.
Let's see this piece of action. It's really worth seeing once again. Look at that.
Oh, that was a takedown. And possibly a second motion on the part of Mark Telan.
Oh,
At nakita natin, very clearly, Pingris out-jumped Mark Telan. Looks like a technical foul. Yes, tama yung sinabi natin.
Exactly.
There was a second motion, and that's why a technical foul was called.
So si Olsen Rosella titira ng technical free throw, and Mark Pingris is still looking at his elbow here. Hard on the floor, he went down with
Rosella missing.
Oh, mintis yung technical free throw. So 4 and 22 remaining here. Tatlo ang lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They're trying to tie the series. And this is a jump ball between Mark Pingris and Mike Telan. Tapik, too strong. Rosella saving it, going to McCaskill.
Hustle play by Rosella, making up for that missed free throw on the technical.
Ito ngayon, Rosella. Ontiveros has it. They go inside to McCaskill. McCaskill, baka score kaya ito. Nabitiwan ang bola, napunta kay Danny Ildefonso. 2 seconds. Olsen Rosella, first to good to take a shot. Di pa lang pumasok. Shot clock violation.
Very tentative on the offense ng Magnolia, but you have to give credit to the defense ng Coke.
So with 3 and 53 remaining, nasayang yung opportunity para rito sa panig ng Magnolia.
I thought Coca-Cola played excellent defense on McCaskill, took away his shot.
Alex Camagnot. He's got 14 in the ball game, 2 of 5 from the three-point area.
That's a 2-3 zone formation now by Magnolia.
Shot clock, 5 seconds for Coke. Camagnot going to Mark Macapagal. Block by Olsen Rosella. Shot clock violation called against the Coca-Cola Tigers. Bira natin makita, Olsen Rosella going for the shot block.
That's right, he saved the play for Magnolia that time. Well, alam din ng Magnolia na titira sa labas ang Coca-Cola because they had no chance of putting the ball inside with that zone defense.
Pingris going to Ontiveros. McCaskill, Amal McCaskill laban kay Jason Dixon. McCaskill having some problems, diving with a loose ball. Mark Macapagal, great hustle play here for the Tigers. Alex Camagnot has it.
That's 2 straight good defensive efforts on the part of Coca-Cola against McCaskill.
But a risky pass.
Oh, looks like a flagrant here against, could be against Danny Ildefonso. Nabundol si Macapagal. That's very crucial. That's 2:55 to go. Coca-Cola ahead by 3. That's a flagrant foul. That means 2 free throws and possession for Coke. Watch it here. Pagsak. Nakuha ni Ildefonso. Mawawala sa kanya yung bola. Oh, that was an elbow. An elbow by Ildefonso. That's a flagrant one. Very clear.
So with 2 minutes and 55 remaining, a 3-point lead para sa Coca-Cola Tigers here with Danny Ildefonso. Most probably will be called for a technical. How flagrant is that foul? We'll be finding out. Let's try to hear it.
That's a flagrant one. So they'll give free throws and possession for Coca-Cola.
Flagrant foul, penalty 1 on number 10, Danny Ildefonso.
So flagrant foul, penalty 1 on Danny Ildefonso, which means 2 free throws here for Mark Macapagal. And we'll be shooting the free throw, so yes.
2 free throws for Mark Macapagal.
Now remember, the Tigers fighting for their lives. Matalo sila rito, they're out of it. Kung manalo sila rito, they forge a winner-take-all showdown on Friday.
Lone game. Dito rin niya gaganapin sa Inares Center, sa Antipolo.
Macapagal, oh, missing 2 free throws. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if he was still shaken up after getting that elbow from Danny Ildefonso. And those are crucial free throws.
That's coming from an 86.4% free throw shooter. He wasn't supposed to miss 2.
2 minutes and 45 to play in this ball game. Nick Velasco. Tough shot. Nandun si Asi Taulama for the jump from Livingston. 12 the ball game para kay Asi Taulama. And a 5-point lead here para sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Trying to survive here in this quarterfinal series that they have against Magnolia. Magnolia's leading 1-0. And with 2 minutes and 36 to play, still anybody's ball game here. We have seen players falling down hard on the floor. Tingnan natin ang ating hustle board here. Offensive rebounds, Magnolia edging by 2 offensive rebounds at the Coca-Cola Tigers. Steals, Coca-Cola 5-3. Blocks 4-3, favoring Magnolia. Brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink, Top Power Energy. And Freddy Abuda. Ano nga ba yung nickname niya dati? This is a guy who now you see him, now you don't. He can do everything. Yung turning garbage into gold. He's always everywhere.
The scavenger.
The scavenger, yes! Welcome back. At ito, nanonood nga siya ng laro rito. Of course, he played a lot of his playing days para sa panig na itong isang middle franchise na ito. Ito Magnolia, no?
Nagkaroon din siya for Coca-Cola.
Yes! Yun nga yun. Mike Cortez with a 3-plus big basket!
And look at the combination that Coach Shota Kingshead has on the floor. 3-point gunners. Cortez, Tugade, Dondon Antiveros.
Asi, outside to Mike Macapagal. Nope, kumalog lumabas. Tapos ni Lodi Tugade, Mike Cortez has it. Ating outlast 2 minutes. Upit sa inyo ng outlast maintenance. Rebound, restart agad. Can't get the 3-pointer. Kamagnot steals the ball away from Macaskill. Kamagnot. 84-82. They go inside to Jason Dixon. Dixon on double team. Forces a shot and it's in. It has been a struggle here in the second half para kay Jason Dixon. But when they needed the much needed basket, they went to him and he scores.
Well, Dixon saw the mismatch. It was Pingris, not Macaskill, defending him.
A 30-second timeout ay tinawag rito. With a minute and 37 to play, Jason Dixon, the big import, ito panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. One of the originals, actually, in this conference. Well, an import-laden conference, you go to your import. It's his responsibility. A Tiger barometer here. 10 wins. Makikita ninyo, performance si Jason Dixon. For tonight, he's got 16. He's got 8 rebounds. He's doing well. This game is still far from over. As we take a look at this play, naipit na siya. Dalawang defenders, but somehow, sabi nga natin, you go to your import. He's carrying a lot on his shoulders. offensively and defensively. It's like he's completely trying to forget whatever happened back in game 1 when he only had 6 points.
And that should be the mindset. Ito yung 3-point shot.
Hey! Dallas knocks it down! Diaz!
Ito yung sinasabi natin yung kombinasyon ni Coach Shotang Kinsel. A lot of gunners on the floor, but they need to play defense.
Asi Taulava laban kay Mark Fingers. He's playing the outside. Mark Macapagal laban kay Dondon Ontiveros. Kabagot firing away from long distance. Oh, yes! Diaz! Umuulan na naman ang tres. In the fourth quarter, 17 in the ball game para kay Alex Cabagnot. He is a strong contender for best player of the game, Alex Cabagnot. But so many players are showing brilliance here at crunch time coming from these two teams, Tonton Ontiveros. And then Alex Cabagnot at the other end. Coca-Cola hanging on to a 4-point lead, 89-85. We'll be back.
It's a good feeling, winning first game. I have high respect for Coach Binky. I'm pretty sure he comes up with a good game plan.
I'm sure they're going to come back out, so we got to come in hard next match. We only won one game, and this is not over yet.
Well, I've already made mention, Magnolia has not lost a best of 3, or this San Miguel franchise has not lost a best of 3, especially if they won game 1. Now, that's being put to the test by Coca-Cola. Kenneth Dorendes, nakasibilan, is not playing, pero his team is up by 4, 89-85. Best of 3 comeback in the last 23 best of 3 series. 17's bounced back from a game 1 loss to win the series. And of course, Coca-Cola did that back in 2003 Reinforced Conference. Best of 3, they went up against Red Bull. They lost game 1, they went on to win the series and eventually winning the championship. How about that? McCaskill with a jump hook for a total of 19 points, and this game is close once again. 89-87, favoring Coca-Cola as we go into this timeout. Alright, ang ating playoffs picture. One half of the semis. Tapos na yan. Paglalabanan ng Barangay Ginebra at Red Bull. M21 ang nag-aabang. Well, may makakalaban na ba sila? Hindi pa natin masabi dahil ang Coca-Cola, if they go on to win this game 2, there's still that rubber match that they're going to be playing. Laban rin dito sa Magnolia this coming Friday here at the Inares Center. You already made mention that Magnolia has not won any game here in the conference so far dito sa Inares Center. 2-0 naman ang Coca-Cola Tigers dito. But Magnolia has not lost the best of 3. Sabi nga, especially if they won game 1.
Very dramatic setting ito, partner. We have less than a minute to go. Si McCaskill, his last field goal conversion, that was his first in this quarter.
And the Dean says the outside artillery. What were you talking about?
What's the second half, partner, no? Coca-Cola, that's a check mark para sa kanila. 25 points from the perimeter as against 17 for the Beverage Masters. Translated to 3-pointers, 7 3-pointers scored by Coca-Cola sa second half against only 5 for Magnolia.
Well, eto may steal ang Magnolia. With 39 seconds remaining. Hold on to your seats, folks.
A very easy steal there because yung sinasabi natin kanina, no? If you play stationary kind of offense, the defense is going to collapse on you and pick up the pass because they can anticipate.
Shot clock down to 5. Tanga ni Wesley Gonzalez. Wesley puts it up for a 3. Yes! Big press! Galing kay Wesley Gonzalez.
Unbelievable shot by Wesley Gonzalez, and now Magnolia's up by 1. Can't you believe it?
Wesley Gonzalez didn't see action in the first half, utilized in the third quarter, and now delivering a 3-pointer to give them the lead once again with 20 seconds remaining. Wesley Gonzalez. Biglang hugot si Coach Shotang Kinsel. Right decision and right moves on Wesley Gonzalez. 90-89 para sa Magnolia. That's Wesley Gonzalez for you. Pero hindi pa tapos ang ball game.
Alex, good. Okay, corner. Okay, and JD. Okay, JD.
Well, JD is pointing to Jason Dixon. A lot in the shoulders of this big import ng Coca-Cola Tigers na si Jason Dixon and Wesley Gonzalez. How about that? 6 points all in the second half. And that last basket of his totally changed the complexion of the ball game somehow. Right now, Magnolia is leading.
Now, big defensive effort coming up here from Magnolia. But Coca-Cola has a lot of scoring options. They can go to Dixon, and this man has been hot.
Alex Cavagno pressing the jumper. Nick Velasco gets the rebound. Off to Ron J. Benefe. Benefe firing away. Oh, yes! 7.2 seconds on the clock.
And the rookie with a clutch basket.
The rookie has
Yung mga
been
hindi
given
inaasahan, yun namang pumupukol in the home stretch.
Wesley sa Magnolia. Ron J. para sa Coca-Cola. Can you believe this? A lot on the shoulders, a lot of responsibility to be taken care of by a rookie, Ron J. Benefe. 7.2 seconds ang natitira. Ball will still go back para sa panig ng Magnolia Beverage Masters. Let's see, Coca-Cola is not yet in the penalty.
Well, give credit to Nick Velasco. He got the offensive rebound, and he set the pick for Ron J. Benefe. Gordy! Go, take the ball out! Okay! Switch it! Just like how we practice it! Mike, curve! That's it! I'm out, you pop out, you get the ball! Gordy, curve! That's it! Daniel, pop out, get the ball! Get the ball to Mike! Okay! Okay. Watch it pass to Mike! Work ball screening! 2 guys, Amal and Daniel! Okay! Daniel! Okay! Mike! 2 ball screens if he comes in. But Mike, I want you to attack. Amal is not here. Gordy is spread out. Hold on. 7 seconds! 7 seconds! That's a long time, 7 seconds. Ang plano ni Coach Shotang Kinsen is not to post McCaskill to make him move out. Here's a situational sub here for Coca-Cola. Benefe sitting down. And take a look at the game reset.
No more
Both teams in a
timeouts.
penalty, yes.
Para sa gagamitin pa yan ng Coca-Cola Tigers.
Wala
no
pa
more
sa penalty
timeouts for
ang
these
Coke,
two
ha?
teams. Yun ang pinaka-importante doon eh. Wala pa sa penalty ang Coca-Cola Tigers. They'll be utilizing the 30-second timeout. That's the only timeout left in this contest.
Now that's a big stat yung sinabi natin kanina, Benji, na wala pa sa penalty ang Coke. So they can afford to give up a foul and disrupt the flow of offense that Coach Shotang Kinsen is planning right here.
Eto, para sa bright notes for Coke, Asi Taulava. Of course, 20 in game 1, down to 12 here in game 2. Nick Velasco, 11. Ron J. Benefe, 9. Well, still somehow the balance scoring still stays para rito sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. They have a 1-point lead. Right now, they'll be concentrating on defense.
Benji, I just want to make a correction here, no? Because Coca-Cola has already fouled once in the last 2 minutes. They are in the penalty.
Oh, yes.
Even if they have not hit the 5-minute mark.
Union rules that.
Oh,
So
here's
they
a
made a
foul.
foul. They made a foul right now.
Now, it's very crucial. Masasabi lang natin, Coke is in the penalty.
So it's only their first team foul under the
Now,
red mark.
apparently he's not. Apparently they're not in the penalty. So we've been given the wrong information here.
Okay. Well, I was already making mention na wala pa sa penalty Coca-Cola Tigers.
Okay,
Okay, ngayon nasa
I
penalty
make a
na.
double correction now. Wala sa penalty.
Bundle of Tiveros for 3!
And Coca-Cola will win this game and survive.
Right now, this kind of a ball game, somebody has turned out to be a hero. Hero here para sa panig ng Coca-Cola Tigers. We got plenty actually. It could be Alex Cavagno. The last basket made by Ron J. Benefe. Balance scoring here for the locals.
Benji, very crucial, no? Yung pagkasabi natin na wala sa penalty situation ang Coca-Cola. So we were given a sheet of paper here saying that they were in the penalty because of one foul in the last 2-minute rule. But apparently we were correct on our original analysis that they were not in the penalty. They could afford to give up a foul, and they used the foul well, and Magnolia just ran out of time.
Otto Tiveros has been hot from that spot, but somehow unable to score just when they needed it the most. And Coca-Cola escaping with a 1-point victory and still live to fight another day. 91-90. That's our final score. So the series is tied at 1-0. Rubber match will be happening this coming Friday dito rin po sa Inares Center, when Coca-Cola is still unbeaten in this venue. Magnolia has got to think twice the next time they meet itong Coca-Cola this coming Friday. Ang ating Gatorade game turning point, of course, that last play ng Coca-Cola wherein they went to the rookie, Ron J. Buenafe, getting that basket. Ating Gatorade game turning point brought to you by Gatorade. Is it in you? At syempre ang ating